The more adoption that the crypto space gains, the more there are, unfortunately, scams, hacks, and other attacks, basically ways for people to try and steal your hard-earned crypto. In this lesson, we'll cover two of the most important ones, namely fraudulent investments and phishing attacks. Fraudulent investments typically target people who have at least some entry-level knowledge about crypto, namely enough to know that ICOs, so initial coin offerings, and other early investment opportunities can bring amazing returns. These scams pose as ICOs or other funding rounds, and they aim to draw in investments from unsuspecting users. Of course, the catch is that once users send their crypto in order to invest, that money is lost and essentially stolen by the scammers. The way to protect yourself against this is to do some fundamental analysis. That means to analyze the project that you're thinking of investing in, to see whether they have a team, whether they have a roadmap and tokenomics and everything. And once you do all that, to make sure that all the contract addresses that you are interacting with are the ones that the official project lists on their website. In any case, there are many other factors to take into consideration, and this is why it's a good idea for everyone that's a newcomer to crypto to stay mostly away from investing into extremely early stage projects. This all requires a lot of analysis and a lot of know-how, so it's always a good idea to first make sure that you're well equipped to spot anything that could be a scam. Phishing attacks, on the other hand, are much simpler, and they typically target users that don't have any experience with crypto. The way these attacks work is that they set up a website, something that looks like an exchange website, for example, and then they get unsuspecting users to log into the exchange. The users think that they're interacting with the real exchange, and they enter their username, or rather email, and their password. The hackers, which set up the fake website, then use these credentials to log in to the user's real exchange account and steal all their funds. In order to protect against phishing attacks, always check the URL that you are visiting. Scammers will often use character combinations that look somewhat similar to the real deal, for example, substituting M for RN or something else. And that's why it's always important to make sure that the URL is exactly the same letter by letter. Furthermore, never click on any links in emails that you don't know for certain come from an exchange that you're using. And always, whenever you're dealing with an unknown email or an unknown website of any sort, assume that it's a scam rather than that it isn't. As long as you follow those simple rules, you should be pretty safe.